Hi everyone, my name is Emily Tosh and I am a consultant with Usborne Books and More, here today to share with you about my favorite picture books for young readers. So let's get started. First I want to share with you I'm a Hungry Dinosaur. This is from Kane Miller, part of a series that actually includes drawings, and this one is made with real cake batter. As you can see, this little dinosaur just loves cakes. He loves to shake, stir, mix, and bake. One thing I love about this is it has simple illustrations, but it also has these words here that help your child with their expressive language. So if you have a child who might be dealing with speaking and working on speech development, this book can really help them get out some basic words. Slide, slide, sit, 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 and watch it bake. Your child can start to memorize the sing-songy text of this beautiful book. This is the second book in a series. There's also I'm a Dirty Dinosaur, which you may be familiar with. This is just $11.99. It has really durable pages, and I highly recommend it for your preschooler. We also have a couple books from Eric Odie. I had the pleasure of meeting Eric at a recent Usborne conference, and he is an incredibly talented author. He's very kind of musical in his writing, so there's a lot of rhythm and beautiful poetry. This is about a little boy who goes to his grandparents' house and learns all about harvesting tomatoes, and it's called Too Many Tomatoes. They just have tomatoes for everyone. It's got great pictures, tomatoes on trains, tomatoes on tracks, tomatoes on tow trucks, with cars on their backs, and they go to market. Just a sweet story about a relationship with child with their grandparents, and for any farmers out there, this is a really wonderful story. Too Many Tomatoes by Eric Odie. Also by Eric Odie, we have a very big favorite around my house, Dan the Taxi Man. The point of the story is Dan is the taxi man going around picking up the band for their show, and you can just see here these fun illustrations. It starts out, here's Dan, beep beep, the taxi man, going to the show and picking up the band. And he goes around, he picks up all his band members, and each band member plays a different instrument, and it makes the sounds to that instrument. So if you have a child who is interested in music or instruments, or also, again, a child who might be struggling with some speech development, this has some great sing-songy text that they can memorize and begin to form those words and to speak out loud for the first time. We used this with my son as he was working through some of his earlier speech, and he was working with a speech therapist, and we used this book a lot, and it truly helped him. He fell in love with the story, and so this has been one of our favorites. And so if you have a preschooler or kindergartner, this is a wonderful book to add to your collection. Both by Eric Odie, wonderful man, really funny guy. I have to introduce to you Cordelia. This is my new favorite picture book by Kane Miller. This is by the same author, if you're familiar with our What If Monster book. Michelle Nelson Smith is an incredible woman. She has an amazing story, and she's written this book about Cordelia. Cordelia believes that she can fly. She flies on the breeze, and she believes in herself. She flies with the birds. She goes up into outer space, and she's just loving life until one day somebody doubts that she can fly, and it talks about how that hurts her self-confidence and what she does with that and how she works that out in the end. This is an incredible story for your child, and quite frankly as an adult to read and to be reminded about how important it is to believe in yourself. And this also comes in a hardcover version with a plush doll. I want to introduce to you some of our picture books. We have, mini classic picture books. This one is Anne of Green Gables. These come in a padded hardcover, so these can be really nice binding and can last for a very long time through multiple children. And they're just classic stories, beautiful pictures, bringing these stories to life for younger children who aren't ready for a chapter book, aren't ready for the whole version. This is an abbreviated version of this classic story of Anne of Green Gables. And we also have it in The Railway Children and many other